ladies wanna see some more?
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Estos talentos we favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, you think it's on roadkill.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball.
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, more PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to...
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah. There we go.
Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. It's a race down the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that. Yeah, here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
We're going to 54. Wyatt. We got 47. Hey, 47.
3rd and long. Prescott. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Now Daniels off the play action. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Robinson on the inside give. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Let's go now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. He's on the move. And he crosses midfield before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Hey, kill.
From the gun is Prescott. Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again is Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Daniels on 1st down. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
46.
Here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, Those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go. Check go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here. On second down, Robinson. And that defense reacts quickly. Wow, they take him down near the 21. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's complete to Pittman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Escape, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go now.
Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Marquise Bell making the play. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play fake here, Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders intercept the final throw for the end zone. And that is how our first half's going to end. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down give to Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go.
On first down, here's Daniels. And they pick him off again. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
It's a pickup of 11, and it'll be first down, Dallas.
Yeah! Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? 26.
First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yeah! Here we go. Right check.
Prescott here from the gun. It's caught. Ferguson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Set. Trap roll 80. Set go.
Daniels now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Go.
Daniels throwing on third. It's taken in by Eckler. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Set. Cougar 19.
Again, Daniels to the air. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Now Daniels off the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go now.
Now we're on with Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. Staying with Robinson. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. So we're through 3 here. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Pittman's got it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they pick him off again. Marquise Bell making the play. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 18, Pioneer.
Back to the air following the pick-6. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Washington 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They've got a man in motion. Daniels on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Daniels back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to push one deep, and they pick him off again. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
First and 10, Prescott. Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Mike Sarah still makes the play. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They go play action on first. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels, 3rd and goal. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Play fake here. Daniels buying some time left. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. With Brock Hewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.